Hello, and welcome back. We're gonna start a new VN read-through. This is Otome Sekai no Arukikata. Okay, so this doesn't have an English translation yet. I'm really hoping it will get one soon, but for now, I guess we'll sell with machine language translation. Well, it is what it is. Anyway, let's get started. The world isn't worth anything. Let me fix that. Okay, there you go. The sound of shells and whizzing overhead, and the shockwaves from explosions. My body instinctively shrank back at the deep, gut-wrenching bass.
今のは大丈夫だぞ。味方の砲撃だ。
Let me fix this a little. Maybe a little like this? Okay. Or, what we could do, we had this anyway, so... Oh, wait, it's not gonna work out well. Fix Alright, let's go.
はい。
準備は
整備終わりました。
見せてみろ。
I assembled the old rifle. I handed the old rifle, assembled as instructed, to my older brother.
よし。持ち場につくぞ。
I really wish you could just keep this size, you know.
はい。
The heavy iron gun returns to my small hand, solid and weighty. What if I do this in the window? I really wanna, cause you know the.
あんまり頭を出すんじゃないぞ。そーっとだ。
わかってます。
Holding a carbine, he climbs up the ledge in the trench wall. The chaos had begun. On the other side of the wall, we were pressed against. Explosions kept erupting again and again.
頼むぜ。全滅しててくれよ。
Eventually, as the series of explosions subsided, he rested the barrel of his gun on a sandbag-filled trench and cautiously peered out, squinting to see.
嘘だろ。
すごいいっぱいいます。
見りゃわかる。初段想定。
はい。
A horde of robots advancing, trampling over their broken comrades. The number of them filled the open field, making my hands tremble. I might have dropped the gun if I hadn't practiced so many times.
まだ撃つなよ。銃器が撃ち始めてから弾幕を抜けてきたやつを狙うんだ。
Nodding in response to the Taicha's orders, I bit my teeth and endured the growing pain in my stomach. I wanted to cry from fear, but I managed to hold it back somehow.
こんな子供まで最前線に立たせなきゃならんとはな。
I thought, could it be about me at that very moment? From the gun mounts on both sides, multiple machine guns erupted in fire. pierced by massive bullets from the heavy machine gun. The robots are torn open, leaving huge holes. Limbs explode and fly off in pieces.
撃ち方始め
This was my first battle. I didn't understand anything at all. I was just a child who pulled the trigger only because I was ordered to, without understanding tactics or strategy, or even the reason for fighting. Not only that, but even the most immediate and personal issue, the fear of death, had been nothing more than an imagination until I actually witnessed it firsthand.
小隊長だろ
Right beside me, a crimson spray erupted. The squad leader, who had just moments ago been giving orders to target that spot, had no head left above the neck. While we were still in confusion, the robots drew closer. There were a few allies nearby, yet everyone is coming this way. It was impossible, no matter how you looked at it, taking them all on. The robots, having drawn sufficiently close, ignored the bullets we fired and turned their barrels towards us.
バカ頭下げろ
I was yanked by my older brother and tumbled into the trench. Several bullets whizzed past the spot where I was a moment ago.
危ないところだったぞユイトこれ以上は無理だなどうせこっちは全勝だ下がろう
いいんですか
俺たちはそういう役割だよ小隊長殿戦士指揮を引き継ぐ交代用意
But that order was probably just a little too late. Adults still clinging to the wall, firing guns were one after another, falling down, spraying bursts of blood.
ダメだ突破される
There was a heavy thudding sound, as if something massive had fallen. A metallic clanging, like iron blocks colliding, and the creaks of spring. When I turned around, there it was. Cold red eyes, devoid of emotion, stared intently at me. The gun barrel was aimed straight at my forehead. A distance from which there was no escape. I felt warmth spreading between my legs. Dying while wetting myself would be so embarrassing. Even as I thought that, I suddenly snapped to awareness, as if I feel my body tilting sharply.
おいゆいちゃん
Ah, I realized it was just a dream now.
大丈夫なんかうなされてたけどうんごめん
Anna leaned in, her face filled with concern. A defiant younger sister like her, making such a worried expression. This must have been serious indeed. Give me a second. I need to adjust the model a bit. It's starting to ignore the spelling of the characters' names. I'll be right back. Okay, let's continue. Change the model. So this is still using the old translation because I I haven't cleared out the cache, but it's fine. The next couple of lines should be fixed. Diana leaned in, her face filled with concern. A defiant younger sister, like her, making such a worried expression. This must have been serious indeed.
また怖い夢でも見ちゃった？
Oh yeah, so I tried another model, then I changed it again, so this is the second model.
まあそんなとこ。昔のことを思い出しちゃって。
So this is the other model now. The one we should be continuing with.
そっか。
I've had more than my fair share of near-death experiences, so waking up screaming from nightmares isn't exactly unusual. Perhaps because Zaga had been watching me so closely all this time, she didn't press any further. There you go. So this model is more obedient. But she shifted her gaze from my face down to my lower body, as if confirming something.
とりあえず大惨事にはなってないよね。
Panic, I grabbed my crotch and checked the sensation inside my underwear. Fortunately, it wasn't wet. Since the dream's content wasn't about something that leaked profusely, I was actually quite relieved.
いやー、ちょっと前までうなされてる時はちょくちょくおねしょしてたし、お兄ちゃんも成長したね。
I think this is supposedly you used to wet the bed pretty often when you were having nightmares, you know? Looks like my Unichan's grown up a lot.
もうバカにして。最後にやったのは何年も前だよ。そうだっけ？やえか、どうしようってレソ書いてたの。お願いだから忘れてよ。お母さんにバレないように乾かすの手伝ってあげたよね。あの時の借りを返したら考えてあげよう。
Without our mom, by the way. I hate when they're having issues when it comes to figuring out the right person. I mean, which speaker person of speech.
手伝ってはくれたけど結局バレたじゃん。バレたけど貸しは貸し、きっちり返してもらうから。なんてがめつい妹。
I let out a sigh, but I think I understand deep down. She's probably distracting me from the nightmare memories, even by a second by teasing me like this.
都会なら甘いお菓子とかきっとたくさんあるよね。何おごってもらおうかな。
I guess this sounds has comforted me. Probably. Definitely.
ところで、この電車止まっちゃってる？うん、安全確認だって。今度は信号機が壊れちゃったみたい。さっきはポイント故障で止まってたよね。今日中に着くかな。あとちょっとだし大丈夫だよ。歩くよりは早いし楽ちんだししょうがないって。まあね。でも早めに出てきてよかったかも。
I shrugged and scanned the train car I've been riding since morning. At least in this carriage, it's just the two of us.
動き出した。治ったかな？でも遅っ。
It started moving, but only at a slow pace. faster than walking, but I could probably catch up if I ran.
治らなかったからゆっくり行くことになったか。そしてこんなスピードでも結構揺れる。100年以上前の電車でしょ。動いてるだけでも奇跡みたいなもんじゃない。まあね。世も末だな。何も今さら。
Sorry, I had to switch from wired mode to wireless mouse. Now you can laugh at that. Honestly, I'm a little envious of our optimistic personality.
ねえ八重か、本当に一緒に来るつもりなの？それこそ今更じゃん。もう入学手続きしちゃったし。
By the way, it's a good thing that this VN so far is talking very plain speech. As compared to like the stuff I uploaded with the fan disc of Hazuku Keikaku, which has Romeo Tanaka's prose and his unique writing, which obviously an LLM would have a much more harder time. This is at least a little bit more straightforward.
まだ間に合うって。僕の方は召集だから仕方ないけど、八重かは違うんだし。何も志願なんてしなくても。僕は禁止。何回も練習したでしょ。私は選択の余地ないけど。
By the way, okay, so there was something there mentioned.
僕は禁止。何回も練習したでしょ。
So the thing about this is Yui isn't allowed to say I in masculine speech. You shouldn't say boku.
僕は禁止。何回も練習
Because
したでしょ。
boku is the guy's way. One of the boku ore. Boku ore is a guy's way of saying I. For a woman, it's watashi. I forgot the others. Anything that's not boku and ore. So yeah, I don't know, man. But boku is also used by children. So if there's a person who's like a teenager, who's a girl, who says boku, that is seen as childish speech, if I remember correctly. I really should learn the language. I should really learn it. I had so much time the past couple of years, but then again, I spent time reading visual novels, improving my own actual real life career. Yeah. Anyway.
そういうとこ。ゆいちゃん一人で行かせるとか不安すぎる。僕がついてないと速攻バレそうじゃん。八重かは一人称変えないんだ。相対的にゆいちゃんが女の子っぽく見えるかもだし。そううまくいくかな。
Suddenly, the outside of the window turned pitch black. We must have entered the tunnel. Yeah, Yui would pass as a girl. I mean, I stared intently at my reflection in the window.
ちゃんと女の子らしくなってる。
He has to disguise himself as a dude. I mean, as a woman. Oops.
ありがとう。頼りにしてる。ちゃんと女の子らしくなってる。
Wait, I made a mistake. any Otome for today. I'm just going through this for like a really short time. I plan to sleep early. I've been sleeping like at 3 a.m. a lot lately, so I want to sleep at like in a couple of minutes. No, at 10 to 20 minutes right now. I should really get some sleep, more sleep, man. Anyway.
少なくとも僕より美人のお姉さんにはなってる。本当に？本当だってば。もともと素材はいいんだし、ちゃんとメイクして変なことしなければバレないよ。
So he's disguising himself as a woman. By the way, coming from Kazuku Keikaku and Cross Channel, you know what? I realize how I miss the more modern quality of life features. But you know, that's the only thing going on for them. Like, story quality is much more important. I mean, I could also get the Switch version of Cross Channel and figure out how to translate it, or you know, I don't know, man. Someone's gonna try that. There's rumors that the group who tried to translate Sakura no Kota, who had to quit because they were asked by Makura or Moonface to not continue their translation. There's a rumor that they're trying to work on a translation of Cross Channel. The 5th, the 6th, the 7th. I don't know how many attempts at translating that visual novel it had occurred, but I think it will be. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's gonna be easier than like Sakura no Ota, but I'm given the impression that Sakura no Ota has a really harder wall because the mere fact that there are, I mean, all of the 4 or 3 translations of English to Japanese of Cross Channel hasn't really worked out. At least they got to a level that it's a person could enjoy it enough. But to fully grasp it, you know, it's, you know, I don't know. Well, anyway, let's continue for now.
変なことって？足広げて座ったり？気をつける。
Yeah, women don't. You have to sit like you have to sit womanly. Consciously, I adjusted my sitting posture to have my knees together. Indeed, I might have felt uneasy if I were alone.
大丈夫。ちゃんと見てるし、変だったら言うから。ありがとう。頼りにしてる。
If there were any sweets, I figured it wouldn't hurt to treat her, even if they were expensive.
まあ、別にゆいちゃんのためだけってわけでもないし、無事に卒業したら自動的に公務員だし、司会様にだってなれるんでしょ？将来安泰じゃん。そうだね。
She must have been embarrassed because I got turned away and started talking a little faster than usual, as she thanked me honestly.
大丈夫。お兄ちゃんのこと守るから。
大丈夫？
八重か、お兄ちゃんを。分かってる。これが最後だから。
This is the last time you will be called as a Mii-chan.
うん。
Our destination is the capital of this country, New Tokyo City, one of the few cities that remain in this day and age. In that town, we attend school. It's an order from the country, so there's no room for refusal. The school name written in the admission notice was National Security Team Affiliated, Akasha Girls Academy. The armed police force of the future. This was a girls-only school that raised soldiers. Episode 1, City for Women Only. Now that I've left my hometown, Yaiga was the only one I could rely on. But I didn't want my precious Imoto-in-law, sister-in-law, to become a soldier. I don't think it's younger sister. Is that how it works? Or I think it's stepsister, not like in-law. This is one of the times that Ella is having a hard time. Yaiga can volunteer because she doesn't know any better. Fighting is scary, and dying is even scarier. I know that better than anyone because I faced it myself. Cut to think of it. How did I even survive back then? That's right. The soldier who was looking after my brother. After me, my brother. He sacrificed himself to rush at the robot and kick it away. The first family I ever had. The one who's gone now. Man, recipes, bruh. Why am I the only one who's still alive? Flailing about pathetically, causing trouble for all sorts of people. Feeling suffocated, sad, and scared. I'm sure I'll mess up someday, and there's no doubt I'll end up in despair. Even so, what's the point of continuing to live? I don't understand at all, but I still can't give up yet. Since I'd survived, since they risked their lives to save me, I could have just discarded my trash. I guess he's saying I couldn't discard my trash. Could I find something, like a reason for being born or something? Is there even such a thing in this wretched world? I don't understand. I don't understand anything.
Oh, すごい。大きい建物がいっぱいだ。いっぱいだね。でもよく見るとボロボロだ。
I like how they look. They kind of look opposite. You know, the color scheme and the hair, all that.
どれも古い建物だと思うから。人はいっぱい歩いてるね。賑やか。そうだね。賑やかで。
Behind Yaika was excitedly taking in the urban scenery as we exited the station building. I tried to sink myself as much as possible as to not draw attention.
ゆいちゃん、何かくれようとしてんの？さすがにうざい。
Wait, let me try to fix the volume a little. I think the BGM's too loud. Which one's BGM? Sound. Okay, at least, you know, it's like... okay. I can't tell which is which. Give me a second. I unironically am using my phone to tell what is what right now. There's the screen. Okay, there you go. Maybe it's too. Wait, let's put it at 55. Wait, I should be okay. I want to continue a little bit more. Maybe 30 minutes isn't so bad. We could probably do 1 hour. I'll do more tomorrow. I'll also do try to finish the fan disc tomorrow for Kazuki Kiku.
そう言われても人がいっぱいだから。ゆいちゃんの方が大きいんだから、僕の背中にひっついても全然隠れられてないでしょ。そう？そっか。っていうか、そんなおどおどしてたら余計に目立つだけ。あい、 ごめんなさい。
I somehow managed to gather my strength and straighten my back. I was incredibly anxious about whether my flat chest would look weird.
ペチャパイは僕も一緒だから心配いらないって。
Noticing that I was worried about my chest compared to everyone else, Yaika gave me a weary smile as she tried to comfort me.
うん、ありがとう。そうだよね。なにを、誰がペチャパイだ。自分で言ったんでしょ。はっ。
I ended up shouting, drawing attention and shrinking back again.
そんなに緊張しなくても大丈夫だってば。そう言われても。
I mean, there are so many people passing through here. The remote village I used to live in was sparsely populated anyway, and the few residents were all wrinkled old folks, so it wasn't a problem yet. But being surrounded by so many people, I can't help but be aware of how different I am.
ご通行中の皆様、母なる AI 民主党 AI 民主党です。お騒がせしておりますが、少しばかり足をお止めになって私どもの話をお聞きください。
Oh, our good friend AI. Our good friend AI helping us understand what this story is going on. And then a loud voice comes through the microphone and speaker.
もう街頭演説ってやつ初めて見た。辺境だと外で喋っても誰もいないからね。
皆様、今年がどのような年にあたるかをご存知でしょうか。そうです。現代社会の根幹たる男女隔離法の制定から今年でちょうど50年になるのです。
Gender Segregation Act. Okay. Alright. We'll find out a lot more why genders are segregated.
今から50年前、偉大なる AI マザーの提言により男女隔離法は成立。いくつかの困難はありましたが、厳密に施行されることとなりました。
And why did the AI suggested to segregate the genders?
それまでの歴史において、すべての女性が男性という性別に虐げられ続けてきたことは皆様もご存知でしょう。そんな苦難の歴史から我々を解放してくださったのは、女性による女性のための楽園を創造してくださったのは、すべて母たる AI マザーなのです。マザーを称えましょう。感謝を捧げましょう。そして偉大なる AI の意志を我々は正しく受け止めねばなりません。
So let me get this straight. So they had segregated their genders because AI suggested it, and at the same time they are at war at some robots. So an AI fighting another AI. It's like Soy Stella. Remember? No, not actually Soy Stella. In Soy Stella, the AI is in that. Okay, spoiler. You know what? Just watch my playthrough. Playthrough of Soy Stella. It's explained there what's going on in the world. There's a couple of AI in that story. That's also another really good. That's actually a good Romeo Tanaka story. It's very short. It's very short, but it's so good. It's so good. I like it. I really like it. Anyway, what to think of it? Great or whatever his name is again. He also had like a speech. The MC protagonist in Soy Stella. He's also like some dude who's a loner. Romeo Tanaka. The couple of stories that Romeo Tanaka that I read, he tends to have a protagonist who tends to be a loner type of person. Anyway. The increasingly heated speech seemed to be from people who worship the country's social management AI, Mother. In modern times, with the decline of traditional religions, it has become a mainstream form of belief. Though I have my reservations, freedom of religion is guaranteed by the very mother herself.
マザーが与えたもうた男女隔離法は果たして何を意味するのでしょうか。それは首都を任された我々女性こそが選ばれた性別であるということです。なのに邪悪な男たちは未だにその立場を理解していません。男性区域に近い辺境では口に出すのもおぞましい事件が、性被害が今日も繰り返されています。忘れてはいけません。男たちはいつ我々女性に牙を向けてくるかわからないのです。守らねばなりません。女性の権利をやり遂げましょう。邪悪な男たちへの鉄槌を。
行こう、八重か。ちょっと八重ちゃん。
Turning away from the speech, I took Yaika's hand and left the place. Looking around as I walked briskly, there were many women there. There isn't a single man among them, because there are only women in this town after all. Sumari, in that huge city full of women, I was the only man. Pushing through the dense bamboo grove, I kept walking desperately. How many days have I been wandering the mountains? Food had long since run out, and I was barely surviving on spring water to fill my stomach. I continued to wander aimlessly, my body weak and unsteady. The unit I belonged to was wiped out. My brother died right in front of me. I'm probably the only one left alive. I have nowhere to go, but if I stop, those chasing me would surely kill me. Maybe that would be easier. The moment I started thinking negative thoughts, I tripped over a tree root. I fell without being able to brace myself, and the sharp pain shot through my body.
もう歩けない。
The moment I spoke it, it became reality. The fatigue surpassing my limits suddenly overwhelmed me, and my consciousness rapidly faded.
誰か助けて。
I had resigned myself to dying like this. But I'm afraid of dying. I don't want to die. Oh, that one word I muttered. Just a pathetic expression of my feelings. Maybe Kami-sama was listening after all. When I regained consciousness, opening my eyes revealed an unfamiliar ceiling. Wait, let me change some setting. This would make it a little bit more less distracting. Where is that setting? Doko setting. then we can do this.
よかった。目が覚めたのね。
When I regained consciousness, opening my eyes revealed the unfamiliar ceiling. Oh, wait. The change in the setting didn't work as I expected it to do. I'll just put it back. Where's that setting again? Wait, let me do something.
Yo katta. 目が覚めたのね。
Okay. Let me go back a little bit more. When I regained consciousness, opening my eyes revealed the unfamiliar ceiling.
よかった。目が覚めたのね。
And then a stranger with an unfamiliar, somehow mysterious aura peered into my face.
僕は
ここは私の家。あなたは山の中で倒れていたのよ。衰弱していたし、怪我もたくさんしていて、あのままだと危なかったわ。
As my consciousness cleared, I realized something. Long hair, smooth skin, petite and rounded figure. A large swell around the chest. This person is a woman. This is the first time he saw a woman.
ちょっとまだ動いちゃダメ。
I tried to flee in a panic, but I was stopped. My whole body hurt, so much that I couldn't move. So even the gentle push sent me back onto the bed.
なんで女が
そういうあなたは男の子なのよね。でも大丈夫。大丈夫よ。私は敵じゃないわ。
Saying that, she reaches out and touches my cheek. I flinch, desperately trying to suppress the tremor, and then my eyes widen. Unless I misunderstood the battle. What if the battle was literally a man versus the men versus robots by the sent by women? You know what? I don't know. I think that's what's happening though. I don't know, man. Or the first idea I had. The cool yet soft sensation of her hand was completely different from the rough hands of my older brothers.
大丈夫。怖くないから。ね。
助けてくれたんですか？
子供が山の中で倒れていて放ってはおけないもの。大丈夫。私は味方だから。きっと助けてあげるから。
It was the first time I'd ever spoken to a woman. They were supposed to be a cruel and terrifying existence, but she was kind. Being held like this, everything felt so soft, and there was a sweet scent. I felt like crying for some reason.
何か食べられる？まずは栄養つけなくちゃ。やいか、そんなとこに隠れてないで手伝ってちょうだい。
I ended up being rescued and hidden by a woman. The person who saved my life was the second family I ever had. Welcome back. We're back with the family topic. Holy shit. My beloved mother-in-law, Yaika's Okasan. Maybe stepmother or something. The model's having a hard time right now. Just as she said back then, my stepmother hid my true identity and raised me until today. Even considering the neighborhood was full of old folks with questionable memories, I was a little amazed I didn't get caught. What's more, I don't know what kind of scam she used, but I was given a household registration as Yaika's twin sister. Thanks to that, I managed to get the position of a regular citizen in the women's district. Well, getting someone is probably just a side effect. That's why they look very much the same. Obviously, because he's supposedly acting as her twin. I snapped back to reality as Yaika pulled on my hand, which she had been holding. Even though I was walking towards the less crowded side, before I knew it, the surroundings had become nothing but abandoned buildings.
ここどこ？ゆいちゃんが引っ張ってきたんでしょ。まあ、そうだけど。怖かったのはわかるけど、うつむいてずんずん行っちゃうしさ。
And I was pretty out of it. I was so preoccupied with wondering if my ID would be okay.
戻ろうか。そうだね。なんか建物崩れてきそうで危ないっぽいし、ホテルも絶対こっちじゃないし。
And so I turned on my heel. But honestly, my feet felt heavy.
ねえ、もし男だってバレたらどうなると思う？よって男性区に強制送還？
Okay, so it's just segregation. It's not there at war. Okay. That confirms that it's the first situation. I should have been okay with the word segregation, man. But like, I don't know why. Because he described his stepmother when they first met her as like the enemy. So I was like, huh? You mean like part of the robot army? The side of where the robots came from? Or like, okay.
最前線送りになるやつだ。悪ければ女性区のど真ん中だし、いるだけで痴漢でしょ。死刑じゃない？もう帰りたい。そういうわけにもいかないからここにいるんでしょ。ほら、勇気出して歩く。どっかでご飯も食べたいし。はい。
I thought I was prepared, but when I actually arrived in the town full of women, it turned out to be too scary for me. And so, reluctantly, I turned back the way I came.
あれ？ここさっきも通らなかった？全部似た景色だし自信ないけど、多分結構歩いてる気がするんだけど。もしかして迷った？かも。
The rubble makes it impossible to walk straight. I keep going back and forth, walking in circles. And now, I don't even know which way to go anymore.
ゆいちゃんってば、この年になって迷子とか。八重かもでしょ？そこはお姉ちゃんが責任持って妹を導いてくれないと。双子だし、そういう設定ってだけだけど。そもそもこんなややこしいところに僕を連れ込んだの ゆいちゃんだよね。
はい、ごめんなさい。
I surrendered completely, but that didn't change anything.
ねえ、八重か。どうしよう。お姉ちゃん、お腹すいた。もうちょっと我慢して。というか、実は道分かってたりしない？
I asked, clinging to the sliver of hope that maybe I was just being teased.
残念ながら。まさかこんな都会で遭難。
It wouldn't be surprising, considering we're in the middle of a huge abandoned city. Where you can't sense anyone's presence.
あ、でも女だらけの人混みよりは気が楽かも。いっそのことこのまま野宿にしない？
Give me a second. Something happened. Okay, I'm back. My virtual machine where I'm hosting the LLM is shut down because I forgot to keep clicking on it from time to time, so it wouldn't think it's idle. Despite doing some, it doesn't count doing some translation, processing some requests as like activity. So I have to click edit from time to time. Unfortunately, my local machine can't do it because it's a 3060 on the laptop. I swear, I'm gonna get a good PC next year, man. A really good one, or at least with a good GPU, a really, really big VRAM GPU, where I could put in the entire damn model inside the like a 70 billion parameter model or something like that. I don't know, or even 100 something. I don't know, man. But anyway, let's continue.
もうちょっと我慢して。というか、実は道分かってたりしない？
I asked, clinging to a sliver of hope that maybe I was just being teased.
残念ながら。まさかこんな都会で遭難。
It wouldn't be surprising, considering we're right in the middle of a huge abandoned city where you can't sense anyone's presence.
あ、でも女だらけの人混みよりは気が楽かも。いっそのことこのまま野宿にしない？殴るよ。往生際が悪い。美味しいご飯とスイーツがお預けとか、食べ物の恨みは恐ろしいからね。
Okay.
冗談だからごめん。
Trying to distract myself from my anxiety, I was having that argument when, oh, all right, the performance of the model also improved. It's faster now.
あの
Starting out with a good view. Oh wait, this is the reason why there was a segregation, I guess. All right. Anyway, I blenched at the voice that suddenly came from behind me.
何かお困り？
A figure emerged from the rubble nearby. I can't believe I didn't notice them until they were this close. I messed up. Did I let it slip? Did I let slip something I shouldn't have? I was completely careless, so I'm not sure. All I remember is saying lines that probably shouldn't have been heard.
今なら他には誰もいない。なら
I added the unsettling thought that flashed into my mind to the options. bracing myself at the same time. The rubble at that person's feet crumbled, causing them to lose their balance dramatically. I instinctively reached out to the person falling from a height that was just above me. I braced myself, ready to lunge and subdue them if necessary. So my reaction was timely, but... I didn't really understand what happened. I felt something catch on my body just before I caught her, and her spinning form spun around. Then everything went white. I couldn't take it, so I got pushed down, and now my back hurts. And something feels off. It's hard to breathe. So painful. What's going on? What the hell is happening? Just calm down and try to figure out what's going on first. I push something away that's blocking my vision. Why, yes, it's my favorite trope. Why, yes, my favorite anime trope ever. Oh shit. Even after grasping the situation, it took me a while to fully understand what was happening. Damn. We're starting good here. That probably refers to the cloth right in front of me. Which, huh? This is probably panties. So basically, this person fell on top of my face and is now brushing their crotch against me.
いや、そうはならんでしょ。ゲイになってるから。そんなところでもぞもぞされると。ごめん。
Something soft and incredibly delicate was pressed against my nose. It felt squishy. A little damp.
すみません。すぐに溶きますから。
I thought my crotch was moving away, but it didn't budge at all. If anything, the position changed. I ended up being pressed against even harder. I thought her crotch was moving away, but it didn't budge. Okay. It's like I'm being pushed through, but the tip of my nose is slipping into some kind of crack. This is definitely going somewhere it shouldn't be. Yeah, man. But more than anything, my nose was blocked, and a butt was pressed against my mouth. I couldn't breathe at all. I desperately pleaded, hitting the tie within my reach to get them to move. I struggled desperately, someone managing to keep breathing. What? You piss your panties and you haven't taken a shower in days? What the hell are you asking? What are you asking right now?
多少。やっ
Damn.
ぱりごめんなさい。
Ponder that aroma. Could it be you just finished something somewhere around here? Watching silently, Azaka reached out to help her up, even though she was thinking about something like that.
本当にすみませんでした。
Yaika pulled the woman to her feet, and it was Reed as well. We stayed crouched there for a while, bowing our heads to each other in apology, then finally calmed down enough to stand up.
なんかああいうこけ方、昔の有名な漫画で見たことあるな。とんだトラブルだったよ。そうですよね。いきなり通りすがりの変なやつのおしっこの染みたパンツ嗅がされるとか。
Bruh. What the fuck, bro? Jesus.
いや、そうじゃなくて、別に怒ってはいないから落ち着いて。
The title of the old manga I found in my family's storage was so inside jokey, there was no way anyone else would get it.
それって、お姉さんは一体。私はあかりと言います。姫のあかりです。
Oh, another Akari character, huh?
何かお困りのようだったので声をかけたんですけど、まあ、困ってはいた。道がわからなくなっちゃって。やっぱり迷子。お姉ちゃんがね、僕は黙ってついてってただけだから。そうなんですか？まあ、はい。まあ、僕は八重香、片桐八重香だよ。よろしくね。はい、よろしくお願いします。
Yaika nudged my wrist over to her elbow, as if telling me to introduce myself too.
片桐結衣。急に何緊張してんの？してないし。
I don't know. I'm just not sure how to react. Even if it was an accident, I stuck my face between the legs of a woman, and not just any woman. A beautiful young girl at that. This is only because they're apologizing to each other as girls, right? If a guy found out, wouldn't he get hanged without a trial?
余計な会話も聞かれたかもしれないし、やっぱり放っておくわけには。
She might have heard. She might have overheard. I really wish I could. You know what? I could probably try to extract the script of this entire game, but you know what? Maybe it's much more productive for me to do this for this VN, because I probably have an approach to go grab its script, considering it's a much more modern VN, and I think it's using an engine that's much. I'll try to figure that out. Anyway, with no witnesses around now, I can do whatever I want. And in this ruins, there's no shortage of places to hide a body. Damn, he's thinking about murder, holy shit. But you know, it's literally life or death for Yui, man. My reason tells me it's a precaution, but...
やっぱり怒ってません？ないです。でも、ちゃんとお詫びはしますので。
Perhaps a slightly unsettling atmosphere had seeped through, as she frantically bowed her head again. By the way, I'm gonna just finish this scene and I'm gonna call it a day. It's been a while since I had early sleep. I slept early, man. This is early for me, like 11:49 p.m. Oh no, okay, this is kind of late. But I should try to get some sleep at 10.
ほうほう、なんでもすると。いえ、なんでもとまでは。 でもちゃんと誠意は見せますので。まあいいでしょう。具体的には
Why is Yaika the one in charge? I'm the victim here.
目には目をとか言いますし、同じことをやり返してください。私の顔にもパンツを押し付けてください。
Oh man, you can't do that.
しないよ。何その変態行為。もしかしてそういう趣味されたいの？
違います。そういういじめを見たことがあって、ものすごく屈辱的だったので、それをこっちがやってしまったと思うと申し訳なくて。
Is bullying like that even a thing? This all girls world is messed up.
とにかくやりたくないし、そういうお詫びはいらないから。
じゃあ顔の上でおしっこしてもいいです。
You could pee on her face too. Shame, he's a dude, so he can the golden shower. But no.
しないから。こっちが恥ずかしい。何なの君。
いや、余計に怒ってます。
だから怒ってないってば。本当にもういいから。
One moment she's shoving her crotch in my face, and the next she's constantly suggesting apologies that sound like something a total masochist would come up with. Honestly, it throws me off balance. She probably approached me out of kindness in the first place, and that takes away any desire I might have to harm her.
でしたら、どうやってお詫びすれば。
とりあえず道を教えてもらえればそれで。
僕たち迷子だし、それが一番助かるよね。わかりました。目的の場所まで確実にお連れします。ついでに街の案内もします。遠くから来られたばかりなんですよね。そうだよ。田舎者のおのぼりさん。荷物の量とかで分かっちゃうか。違いますよ。決して田舎の人をバカにしているわけではなく。
まだ何も言ってないから。
I should probably find out if anyone overheard any conversations that might lead to my identity, or maybe spend some time with them and gauge their reactions. If no one's noticed anything, then I don't really need to take care of it proactively.
じゃあ案内お願いします。
よろしくね、あかりちゃん。はい、お任せください。
Seeing that defenseless smile, I really feel all of my tension drain away. Alright, I have to end it here. New Tokyo City. And we end it here. Alright, that was fun. I'm looking forward to finishing this VN. It looks fun so far. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys on the next upload. Ciao.